1 in 4 people do not have an emergency savings. Now that's a concerning stat. If you're like me, you've most likely gone through this, where you've had a surprise expense pop up and had absolutely no idea how to deal with it. You get this pit in your stomach because it feels like the world is closing in on you. Today, I'm going to be sharing the 7 top reasons why having an emergency fund is crucial for your financial stability. I've personally been there too many times to count. Emergency after emergency that just keeps popping up, and it feels like it's just draining my wallet. Avoiding financial disaster starts with one simple step. So stick around, because I'm going to be giving some tips on how you can start an emergency fund. These tips changed my life. This could easily be the most important video you watch this year. Happy Monday. Welcome back to Dynamics of the Dollar, your go-to channel for mastering your money and building a brighter financial future. Whether it's a car issue, a sudden medical bill, job loss, or your sugar baby needs a new BBL, unexpected expenses can hit us all. But having an emergency fund can turn these financial shocks into speed bumps. Nearly half of Canadians reported that they had no emergency fund savings. Do you know what that means? It means if you're watching this with your dog, it means one of you is screwed if your car breaks down. I'll let you figure that one out. Let's get into it. Reason number 1 to start an emergency fund is peace of mind. Knowing you have financial cushion can help you sleep better at night. No more tossing and turning, worrying about how to pay that next surprise bill. Once your emergency fund is set up, your pillow will be absolutely drenched with the drool from your incredible sleep that you're having. Reason number 2, avoid debt. Without an emergency fund, you're more likely to rely on credit cards or loans, which can lead to a debt spiral. Let's just try to stay away from spirals. I can't think of any situation where a spiral is good. Most people will find out that their car is leaking some sort of juice from the bottom of the metal. I don't know. I'm not a car guy. And from there, use credit cards and tell themselves, I'll pay it back next paycheck. Let's be honest, you won't. I know because I didn't do it for a very long time. Reason number 3, financial independence. Having savings means you're less dependent on others. It is a great feeling knowing that you can handle your own emergencies. Imagine you're at home and your sink clogs up. Plumbers charge an arm and a leg just to get off their couch. Now imagine thinking to yourself, I got this, no problem. Financial independence is the best. Hope you're enjoying these tips or reasons so far. I'll be giving tips a little bit later. I'll show you how an emergency fund can be your financial superhero. So let's keep going. Reason number 4, job loss safety net. Losing a job is stressful, but with an emergency fund, you've got time to find the right opportunity without rushing into another crappy job. This one I can personally relate to this year. Sure, there are some companies out there that will provide you a severance, but sometimes that just isn't enough. You need time to decompress and make sure you're not just jumping into the same crap over and over again. An emergency fund of 3 to 6 months can extend that time and relieve a lot of headaches, trust me. Reason number 5, handle medical emergencies. Medical bills can be astronomical, but an emergency fund can help cover those costs until insurance kicks in. Reason number 6, unexpected family expenses. Family emergencies. Need to book a last-minute flight? Need to be prepared for something worse? Your emergency fund has got you covered. This is more of a personal note, especially for family emergencies, but last year we sadly had to put our eldest dog down. One of the last things I wanted to worry about was money. I'm not sure if any of you have experienced it, but it actually costs quite a bit to have your family pet cremated. So without even having to think about it, I paid the bill that needed to be paid and continued on into grieving without having to stress about money. Reason number 7, home or car repairs. This one is for the homeowners, but life happens. Whether it's a leaky roof or a broken down car, having funds set aside means you're ready for any surprise. Well, maybe not you. Remember, 50% of Canadians, which 50% are you? Now for the bonus section, which is how to start funding your emergency fund. Tip number 1, set a goal. First, decide how much you want to save. A good rule of thumb is to start with $1,000 and then aim for 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. E.g., I don't know what my expenses are. That's fine, because step 2, write your shit down. I promise you, this is the most valuable step. After you have it written down, look at it and literally judge yourself. Maybe skip that daily coffee run, dine out a little less, and learn how to cook. Every little bit helps. Automate your savings. set up automatic transfers from your checking account into your savings account. This way, you won't even miss it. It's like hiring a personal trainer, but for your money and without all the yelling and sweating and crying. Consider picking up a side hustle or selling unused items around the house. Stop for a second. Look around you right now. If you see something that's been sitting there for longer than a few months and you haven't even thought about it, sell it. All that extra cash can go straight into your emergency fund. Pause this video if you have to. You'll be done before you know it. Make saving a habit. Consistency is key to building a robust emergency fund, and I promise you, once you have this fund funded, you'll see exactly what you're capable of, and the world of finances will open up to you, I promise you. Now, I love personal finances, but I love helping people even more. So if you found this video helpful, consider dropping the people's elbow on that like button, subscribe to our channel if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any financial tips. This will tell YouTube to recommend it to others, so leaving a like and subscribing helps more than you know. Click right here if you want to learn some tips on how to make credit card companies work for you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an emergency fund to address. My car is leaking juices again.